great Friday today. It's another day where we are hosting the Paladins of the Roundtable, and this is episode already 3. So I think it is a Friday, and we won't take it long, but I would love to thank you at first to our guests. We are awaiting the Crypto Phoenix still to join in, but so far we got here with us the Thongs Lounge and also the NCS Shiba Grow. So guys, I would love to welcome you over here. How are you doing today?
Thanks for having us. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having a great day. Thanks. What about yourself?
Great. Just to be sure, Winslow, can you actually speak, or everything is fine before we will continue? Okay,
yeah,
fine.
I can hear you.
Great,
I was just a little confused on
Yes.
the order of things.
All good, all good. All right, so what is the Paladins of the Roundtable? Just to be sure that all of the listeners know and the community what we will be talking about here today. Well, basically, it will be a free talk and discussion over updates, news, achieved milestones of the projects we've collaborated with. We will also talk with our partners. We will try to introduce the ideas and talk with the owners. Or also chat with other special guests that we think they are able to make it into the cooperative phase with the Tayarra Hub. So I think we will start with Thongs Lounge and with Dan. So Dan, once again, thank you for joining. It is amazing that you find a bit of a time. And I would love to ask you for a little introduction on the Thongs, and just briefly, we will talk detail later, but just give a brief overview, like what Thongs is, what is your role, and we will move from there.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the chance to be here. My name is Dan. You may see it as Lord Dan, but I go by the name Dan. I have a smallish lounge. I mean, we're getting to 2,000 members. We do AMAs every single day. I say that we haven't got one today, but my voice, I've been doing a lot. And the lounge itself is very unique. We're not strict. You can do, it's there just to hang out. And the uniqueness of the lounge itself is the AMAs. They're not timed, so we don't force anybody, like an hour and it's like, right, that's it, we're done. I've been known to do like 3-hour AMAs, and just for example, yesterday did an AMA with a great project, and we spent half an hour before the AMA just talking jokes, and then half an hour afterwards talking jokes while we did like a 2-hour AMA in between. So, it's a very unique lounge that, and I am the host. It's a very unique and fun place to hang out. That's a brief introduction to what Thongs Lounge is anyway. It's just a crypto lounge where we talk just general stuff as well as crypto. It's not all crypto based.
Right, son. Well, and what like every lounge we can see around, there's a story behind. So I'm like wondering, why did you start with Thongs? And it's like, what is the story behind?
Okay, all right. So this is actually a good story. So I with the name, obviously it's a very weird name, like Thongs Lounge. People think like I'll have some. It's been known for some random people to join it and just randomly send pictures of thongs, thinking that it's a group for thong photos. It's not common, but it's happened. But the story basically is I was, prior to COVID and then a few other things, I was a tribal art dealer, which meant I would travel around the world collecting art and staying with tribes. And when I started modding for it, I was second in command of a project, and the dev disappeared. And I basically, my first ever doxing photo. So there's a photo of me. I was staying with a tribe in Indonesia, and the photo is me with 2 tribesmen off the coast of Sumatra in Indonesia, and I'm wearing their traditional gear, which is a thong made of tree bark. So when it was like, when I'm going to dox, that's the photo I used to dox. So I doxed. So everyone started calling me like Lord. They just started calling me Dan the Thong, and I bought a lordship title. I bought their land in Scotland, which makes me a lord. So I sort of put that together. But yeah, the lounge itself was never meant to be what it is. Like, it was literally after the dev disappeared and the token crashed. We'd spent 6 months. This was during the summer of last year, you know, when the market wasn't doing too great, but wasn't doing too badly. So, but we'd spent so long talking to each other, like as a community. It's like, it doesn't feel right that we just go our separate ways. So I originally just opened a group for us to, you know, just to continue talking to each other. And then I moved on to another project, and then it kind of turned into, so it was like, you know, we would talk to people from the other project, and then the project that we was working for now, a lot of people from that project joined, and it was a place where we could go and basically talk bad in peace about the CEO and how it's running. And then it just
like a safe space for all the refugees from these projects, right?
That's exactly it.
To cover the emotions.
That's it. Yeah, it was just a place to just chill and play games and moan or let stuff out or shill certain projects, because a lot of us was all buying into projects, and then over time people started coming in, and a lot of people started asking me to do AMAs, and you know, I thought, I never planned to actually head out and do AMAs, but I thought, I'll give it a go. And ever since, I've fallen in love with doing AMAs. And like, I know people say that, but I genuinely mean it. That's why they can go on forever, because I genuinely love doing my AMAs. And it's quite well known in the space that I often get very, very drunk during my AMAs. And
right.
So it adds to the uniqueness. I mean, that's not me being unprofessional. Like, my AMAs, I mean, I don't want to like blow my own trumpet or whatever, but my AMAs, they're entertaining, they're educational. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm looking for. I just get drunk during my AMAs, and it makes it a little bit more fun. And it's
right.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I'm having a tequila sunrise here also.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've got a glass of Jack Daniels and Coke in my hand.
Right. So like, absolutely understandable, especially like during the podcast, right? Like, crafting the AMAs. This is simply some sort of a scheme. You already know what to talk about, what to focus. But the podcasts are like a whole creative space. So people needs to be said well regarding the timing, to have everyone's pace, talking, narrowing the theme, right? So this is very stressful. And like, if you are saying that you love AMAs, like, which one recently was your favorite?
Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I'm keeping my mouth shut on that.
All right.
I mean, to be honest, like I took a month out of doing AMAs for I caught COVID, so I took a month out, and then last week I stood on the algae scraper, which is like a razor blade that you use to scrape out the algae in the fish tank. Caught tetanus, been in the hospital for a week. Was in the hospital for a week, and just got out at the weekend. So I mean, I've been going pretty heavy this week in AMAs. But I mean, to be honest, my favourite AMAs are the ones that are blatant rugs, and I can go pretty hard on them. I just wish they'd come to me more often. But to be honest, I enjoy all of my AMAs. I like it when the team are. How I do it differently to most is I invest in people. I'm sure a lot of other people do as well. It's not always about the project. You can have the best project, but if the team behind it is boring and doesn't know how to run a community, that project is going to die. So I get to know the community, I get to know the project manager, like the team behind it, just as much as I do the token. So that's why I enjoy it all. I get to meet people every day, and I'll digress completely. We'll be talking about the tokenomics, and then I'll digress into some story, and then me and the team will be talking for like 10-15 minutes about something completely unrelated. But that's just my way of getting for my audience to to understand the team. It's like a calculated digression, should I call it?
Right. And like, if you are saying that you're around for some time, when exactly the Thongs started?
The Thongs, so it actually started around, I don't know, a year and a half ago. But like I said, it was originally just, it was never meant to be a lounge. I think it was just called Thongs Place to Chat or something. So when it really turned into a lounge was probably just over 6 or 7 months ago, 6 months ago maybe. Yeah, probably. It's hard to say when it actually turned into like a proper lounge.
Right. And like, if you are talking events, you are saying AMAs, but I'm quite sure that in Thongs you are not only doing AMAs. So like, how would you describe the activities or events like the community can do in Thongs?
Okay, well, I mean, in terms of we do so we've done mental health awareness days, which I mean the response blew me away. I was really surprised because mental health, for example, is something that not many people talk about, and I've got my own story, like I'm sure many people in here do, and I was genuinely surprised about how many people showed up and actually spoke. It went from standard depression to breakups to to as far down as there was ADHD, and as far down to gender dysphoria and stuff. So we do events, open mic nights. We always have games running, giveaways. Next week we're having, so there's a crew called Mad DeFi that do a podcast and a YouTube channel. They're doing a Thongs Lounge takeover next week, and they bring in some big names, like they're well connected. They're the guys that, if anyone remembers last year, that bought into Feg, that drove the Feg bus around, that bought the Feg bus. It's those guys. And so I mean, we're always trying to come up with creative ways to have fun. And we do.
Right.
We have an NFT series as well, the lounge. I do have a project starting. It's in development at the moment on Matic, but the NFTs, the stakeable NFTs, it is NFT Steakhouse, and you can mint them straight from the lounge. We do have Telegram Discord as well, that has a bot that, if Telegram's not your jam, you like Discord. It has a bot that goes so you can speak in Telegram and it goes to Discord and vice versa. But I mean, like, we're always giving away NFTs. There's cash prizes. I don't really like to say the cash prizes because it kind of sometimes it attracts the wrong type of people to an AMA. But I mean, we're averaging, I don't know, like it's not unheard of to get nearly 100 people in the VC recently, so it's quite good considering the market we're in.
Right. And if you are talking events, like which ones are currently in the pipeline? Like what can we expect in the Thongs, let's say, by the end of the week or the next week?
Okay, well, so in terms of launches, we do actually, I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about this. There is a hyper launch coming
Mm-hmm.
Gempad's first ever hyper launch on BSC. And for anyone that doesn't know what, well, to be honest, a hyper launch is the first for me, as it's the first for
Mm-hmm.
everyone. But it's a bit similar to the subscription module of Pinktail, but like we're going to close the lounge down for half an hour, have the bots going, build up all the hype, send everybody over there. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the project's name yet, but that's coming next week.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I said, we're going to have the AMAs. I don't know if we've had any AMAs, what AMAs we've got booked. Like I said, I'm all over the place. My messages don't stop. So I do have someone that takes care of my calendar, and they just tell me, right, by the way, you got an AMA now, so I just turn up to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I was actually myself about to book the AMA, but I'm quite busy today, so I was happy that I could make my word and host the Paladins of the Roundtable. So definitely either by Sunday or the next week, I will be looking for having a talk with you then. Definitely.
Yeah,
So.
sure.
To end the window for you, John, I think it is quite important to also touch what is the motto or what is the ideas or how do you feel about things in Thongs, and let's say start with the motto and explain to people how you take care about the community.
Okay, well, I mean, the community itself, we are, especially me, I am myself. There's no like fake pretending. I don't know what your rules are on swearing on here, but I'll do a beep noise just until. But I mean, our motto or in the bio is a multi-chain crypto lounge to talk, beep, and shill legit projects. But really, it's we will right now we're talking about Oreo milkshakes and stuff like that. It's we've had Donald Trump impersonator in there today, making a couple of voice notes. The lounge itself is just a lot of fun. There are hardships running a lounge. It takes a lot of time, and when you grow relatively fast, you go through periods of time where people kind of stop talking because, when there's so many people join at one time, nobody knows each other, and people start finding it a little bit awkward, which I'm sure you guys are aware of yourself, having so many members in your group. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, this space is all about partnerships, and that's the big thing that Thongs is. We're big on. I'm getting sick and tired of the partnerships that people say, "Oh, do you want to partner?" And it's a one-way streak. They're just trying to get hold of my network, and it doesn't bring in any type of business. Which is ridiculous because we do a referral scheme as well for people that do actually bring in AMAs. But I mean, I'm going to have a huge shout out to Fifi for anyone that knows Fifi. Me and Fifi are we are one. We help each other out in every aspect of. We spend most of the day on the phone together, just like helping each other out. And there's some things I want to say that's in the pipeline. I mean, I've got a huge, which I'm just waiting for it to be confirmed, but a huge AMA coming up very soon, and I'm definitely not allowed to say that name until it is busting out me, but I'm not allowed to say that name.
For sure.
Yeah, I can't say it. I can't. I'm dying to. But yeah, I mean, partnerships are very important to me because I do. It's not one of those places, we're not full of crypto bros or anything. We're, for the most part, just average investors or there's a lot of developers. If you need anything done, there's always someone in there that can, have a look over your contract over at Crypto Batman. Big shout out to him, who will look. He's done a lot for us, and yeah, I mean, it's I'd say it's like a typical AMA lounge, except it's not, because I mean I'm real. I'm there all the time. I am not, just asking questions or reading from a script. I don't even look at the website prior to the AMA starting, because I don't want to go in with any bias. I literally will open the website prior to the AMA and go through everything and look through the contract and do all things that the team. I'm giving away my secrets, but do all things the team don't know I'm doing at the time, because they think I'm just drunk and digressing. But in reality, I'm going through their contract. But yeah, I mean, it's just a fun time, and I'm going to have a shout out as well. I see him in here, Nifty with Seed Squatch. They're a huge partnership for us. Seed Squatch NFT. If anyone hasn't heard of them, go check them out.
Right.
But yeah,
right.
I don't know what else I can add really. It's
All good.
just,
All good.
It's not. It's not your run of the mill. It's not the run of the mill lounge. It's a it's a fun space, and I recommend anyone just to come on over and just say hi.
Yeah. So Dan, thank you for this. I think we've made it 5 minutes longer, since I can see Spas over here or Hyperion. Like I suppose he's still in work, and somehow can manage to get him free before. So once again, Dan, thank you. Be sure, guys, to check the Thongs Lounge, because this place is really great around. So there are multiple places, but only a few genuine ones where you can get some sort of a lively discussion and these sort of events, and also the ideas of the cooperation, being a partner over there with reputable parties and taking care of the community. So Dan, once again, thank you for joining us today, and we will continue with the NCS Shiba Grow team, which we got referred from Moni, which is our another partner. So I would love to welcome you guys over. Hello.
Family, appreciate that.
Thank you for being here, Winslow. So at first, let maybe start with a brief introduction on the NCS Shiba. So guys, just a really quick, brief introduction before we will move forward.
Got you, man. So I'm a musician from Houston, Texas. I still live in Texas, and I've been a marketing guy for a bunch of different coins that have done millions of dollars in market cap, and I've helped out a bunch of different people inside of crypto. And I kind of just wanted to do something for myself, and I had a bunch of guys that were like-minded, and they wanted to create a community for the people. We launched a few weeks ago, hit about 27K in market cap, and of course, people try to dump on us, and basically all the investors got together, and we just started buying up the supply, and we started burning all the tokens. So just in 3 weeks alone, we've already burned close to about 17% of the tokens. This has all been out of the community's pocket. Everybody's pitched in to do this. And yeah, we're just forming an awesome community. We got people like Crypto Messiah popping up in the chat. Beast Mode's been supporting us, popping in the chat, trying to help us out. Of course, we got Monty supporting us, and there's a lot more support to come. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like this is what I'm saying, that you're backed by let's say reputable people, and I would love to ask more about the team. Like what is the team behind, and like if there had any past projects before, and what's the experience?
So basically the team has just kind of been assembled. It's basically a bunch of guys in real life. They're mainly business owners and salespeople and stuff like that. I own a moving company myself. So, yeah, and we all have a little bit of experience in crypto. I think we've all been in it at least over a year. So, it's just a bunch of guys, man, that just got together. We all have the same vision, the same goal. We want everybody to make money. We want to, bring something different to the crypto space, something more honest and, just where people can come and have fun. If you guys ever pop into our chat, it's like complete chaos. I mean, we're always just having a good time cutting up. We even have a theme song out already that's pretty much going to be on every music platform. So we're going to be getting exposure from multiple different ways. We have a Billboard video out. All this has been, like I said, everything has been funded through the team. Every little step, every little dollar that's been spent on the project has come out of the people's pockets. That's how much they believe in this.
Right. And like, how did you launch? Was there some sort of pre-sale, or you just said it's the LP and started with the marketing building the community? How was the launch?
Well, we started with about $500 in liquidity. I picked that up and we just stealth launched. We were going to launch on a Sunday and it ran into a few errors. So we ended up launching the following day. So it was on a Monday about 3 weeks ago, I believe.
Right. And like, if we are talking about NCS Shiba Grow, why did you choose the name? Like, what made you the decision to do so?
Okay, yeah. So there was a project called Shiba Grow, and it did I want to say 1.2 million in market cap. And then they started posting something about the dev was sick and all this stuff. I really don't know the whole story, but I was already working on launching a project, and I just saw an opportunity to capitalize on that since they decided to shut their community down. So we launched new community Shiba Grow in hopes that we would be able to maybe possibly attract some of the investors that lost money over there and just wanted something safe to come into. I'm doxxed. I'm all over the internet. We're not here trying to pull any funny business on anybody. Literally my face is all over the internet. So it wouldn't be a smart idea for anybody to do that. We just wanted to give people a safe place where they could, come hang out, purchase some coins, and know that they can wake up and we're still pushing. We're not quitting. Yeah, man.
Right. Like, this sounds good. Maybe let's talk a bit about the tokenomics. So what are the buy and sell packs?
So yeah, it's 10 in, 10 out. It's 6% goes to marketing, 2% goes to the liquidity pool, and there's 2% that goes to the dev wallet. But at this moment, the dev wallet has been used for marketing and buybacks. I mean, we haven't touched it at all, not even a penny. So
actually, you've made kind of a very cool comeback. Once there is launch, a dump, and there is the decision point, either that the project is live or that's right. But you're actually making waves in the community, and I need to ask how you manage this. How are you staying in touch with the community, and so what are your plans regarding the marketing?
Got you, brother. I mean, in my opinion, a lot of people have, their opinions. They always say they want this and they want that now, or, they want this certain call now. But the reality of it is, and a lot of people don't put this into perspective, is you have to have a diamond hand community. I mean, we're holding $20,000 right now, but everybody that's holding is diamond hand. We're not going to go much lower than that. So I personally feel like once we build up a floor of between 50 and 100K, then we should start pushing those big callers and things like that. So for now, we're just going to do these AMAs. I feel like it brings a better quality people into the project. And we're just going to keep, shilling and just telling our friends and our family. I think, word of mouth is one of the most powerful tools there are. I have connections with celebrities. I've hooked up MetaPets with the NFL deal. I've done a lot of networking for bigger coins to bring high grade celebrities into their projects and help them moon. I was the marketing guy for Walter Inu for a little bit. So yeah, man, I definitely have the tricks up my sleeve. I have the connections. It's just a matter of money, and it's a matter of patience, and just if people can come in and scoop them up a bag and just sit back and chill on it, we definitely can provide them some returns. Just has to be it's just a time game,
Right. And are there any events in the pipeline that we should look for, especially for the listeners? So if I was new to NCS Shiba Grow, what are the events in the pipeline or on the horizon?
Sure. So yeah, like I've already kind of mentioned, we have some influencers that are starting to pop up in the chat. I've already been in communication with them. They just want to see us continue, which we will. So they'll come. And basically, one thing that we're going to have soon is we do have a theme song. It's called the Shiba Grow theme song. You can find it in the Telegram chat. we are going to shoot a music video to it, and the goal is to get it on YouTube, and then afterwards possibly get it on World Star Hip Hop, which is the biggest, pretty much the biggest music channel in the world. There's no hip hop channel that gets as many views as they do. You can go on YouTube and check out their channel. It's called World Star. And yeah, I have connections to them, so we'll just end up putting a video on there. It's got 4 different artists on it, and they're all singing and basically representing the new community Sheba Grow.
Right, right. So, I mean, regarding the liquidity protocol, like how much there is currently in the LP pool, and so like how you plan to expand, right? Like why I'm asking is that a lot of the times we see the kind of low MC plays not being able to make it since the LP, and especially regarding for the CMCNC. So just wondering and asking on.
Gotcha, man. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's a day by day process. I mean, like I said earlier, the community's been pitching in on pretty much everything we've done. So, you know, I own a moving company. There's times in the month where I make really good money. We could even organize something to where we're putting extra money into the liquidity. Pretty much whatever we got to do to keep the project solid.
Right, right. So maybe also what I would love to ask is like what makes you stand out in the space? I think in the space of those Shiba plays, right? So pick a few things, really think about, and try to deliver these ideas to the listeners and to the community. So what makes you stand out?
I mean, quite honestly, if anybody came over to our Telegram chat, we stand out like crazy just because we're just a bunch of chaotic, you know, fun guys that are trying to do something cool. We literally open up voice chat pretty much 24 hours out of the day. We're always in there hanging out, you know, just chilling back, coming up with catchy ideas to get people in. And so far, everything's been working well. So yeah, man, it's just kind of one of those things where you just got to come check it out and see what we got going on. Yeah, we've already got a billboard video out. We've got so much stuff out and so much stuff coming. It's just been amazing, and there's been so much support from everybody. We've had over 25 free calls. I mean, it's just been crazy how much support we've been getting. They do not want to see this project go down. They want to see this project make it, and it's just been a blessing, really, man.
Amazing. I mean, regarding the roadmap, what is planned, and like what utilities you plan to add on? Like, I mean, yeah, it is not that important if you are running rather community based and hype coin, right? But still, what are you basically planning for the development side?
Gotcha. Well, as of right now, you know, we're just going to deliver utilities. Every few months, we'll deliver something new. We already have a swap that's live. And we have staking coming, but just keep in mind, those are things that I feel like all projects have. I mean, they're definitely good for investors, but we really want to create something that's a little bit different and something that maybe not everybody has done. There's a few people, and including me, we're even considering doing some stuff in the music industry. But that I can't really touch on that too much yet because it's not confirmed, and I don't want to create like false hope or anything like that. So, but yeah, man, we have a ton of stuff in the pipeline. We just got to get together on some of the stuff and kind of figure out which route we're going to go. But, you know, with that even being said, you know, we're just a community coin. We're willing to take it slow and day by day. We're not in a super speed rush. We want things to be done right. We don't want to make too many mistakes. And also keep in mind that we launched off a base of another project. So some of the stuff might change. You know, we might go different routes with stuff. We might change up a few things, and that's okay. That's part of, you know, that's part of the learning process and figuring everything out. I'm not, you know, I'm a business person. I'm good with business, but I'm not, you know, the best crypto guy in the world. So some of the stuff will be a learning process, you know, and that's cool. And the community is very patient, and I feel like that's probably one of the most powerful tools, because when you have a patient community and diamond hand holders, whenever we do reach those market caps that we're trying to hit, it's just going to moon. And I'm not worried about people dumping. But yeah, man, definitely got a few utilities coming, and we're definitely working on some other stuff for the community. So yeah. We lost them there for a sec.
It's just my iPhone got dead and needed to recharge a bit. so Phil, give me the pardon for a bit of the minutes. And Winslow, let's try to summarize the talk with what are the major events once again upcoming for the NCS Shiba Grow and what we should look for.
Yeah, so I mean, the things that we have coming right now are staking. We're working on putting NFTs out as well. And yeah, man, we're just pushing every day, and we're working hard. A lot of organic stuff, a lot of shilling is going on. We do shilling hours and hours out of the day. We're always marketing. The guys, are posting probably 100 Twitter posts a day, tagging influencers and pretty much everybody that we need to get on board with the project to make us successful. So yeah, man, we're just a bunch of business like-minded guys, and we're just trying to create something cool for the crypto space. And we have a few utilities coming, and we have much more coming in the future. I can't touch on every single thing that's coming on the future just yet, but yeah, we definitely have staking coming and a few other things. So yeah.
Great. So I think this will be my last question. And once again, think about one unique thing about the NCS Shiba Grow and let us know what it is. Like, if I was an investor coming up to your Telegram, what is the main point that I should be looking for, and why the NCS Shiba Grow is unique?
I think it's very unique because, I mean, it's just a simple fact. It's just a bunch of guys, man, that are just tired of getting rugged and tired of losing money, and we've all come together. I mean, there's like, 30 of us, creating this project. It's not just me. So I'm just here speaking for everybody. We all love the project. It's a community project. It's all of our project. We all have a voice. We get together every single day. We're always in VC discussing how we can make, the next move, next play. And we're just getting so much support from everybody. So yeah, it's just nice to be in a project where you can sleep at night and know that you're not going to wake up and all your money's going to be gone. I mean, shit, I made like almost 120 grand last year in crypto, and I lost it all due to, scams and stuff like that. And you just get tired of it, man. So you just feel like you get to a point to where you just feel like it's better to create your own thing. That way, you could sleep at night. And if people trust you and they see that you're a good person, and that you're trying to do the right thing, they're going to follow and play because they're also tired of the same stuff. So yeah, I mean, I would say the most unique thing about us is we're from the dirt, man. We're from the ground, and we're gonna push this thing to a market cap that's gonna blow people's minds. I mean, it's gonna go down in history. People are gonna look at it and say, "Man, these guys didn't give up. They didn't quit, and they made it." And that's what we're here to do. We're here to do something different. We're here to give people a safe place to invest. We're not here to quit just because something didn't go our way. I mean, I'm pretty sure that anything in life, everything, doesn't always go exactly the way you want it to go. But if you just have the right mindset and you keep pushing and you don't give up, it's going to come. So, yeah, I think that's probably the most unique thing about our community is we don't quit.
Great. Thank you. So this is the time now for the community questions. So as I've actually told in the chat, guys, if you got any question to the NCS Shiba, Dan from the Thongs needed to go. So if you got any question for the Thongs or Dan, just head over to their Telegram. And sadly today, I think we won't see a positron from the Crypto Phoenix since he's stuck in work, I think. So right now it's your time to raise your hand if you got any question for NCS Shiba. And you've got 1 minute to do so. And if there won't be any question, okay, I can see the Tadeusz, if I am actually pronouncing it well. Hello, you're able to speak. Feel free to drop your question.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm
Hey,
actually part of the project.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
And Winslow has been killing it over there, man. And, you know, we just have a community of great, like-minded people, like he was saying. And we're just going to push and push and push. And we're never going to go away. So it's just going to be crazy, man. Decades from now, we'll still be pushing. So I
Right.
just wanted to say that as a community, the more people that come in there can shape and grow the coin truly as a community. And that is valuable too there.
Well, I mean, before we will end up, I think what is really something that's caught my attention and this is something that Moni is fighting for, and I think all the good people around are fighting for it. That's the community, and that's the willingness to work, and actually to make this low market cap communities or even place worthy or actually even live. You need to be very diligent, make the right work with the community, and you guys are actually making a very good job since you've been able to pretty much push the chart again. And so I think this is the start of something really great. Just keep up the good work, and I think this will be the start of NCS Shiba really growing, right?
I appreciate it, brother, and I appreciate you bearing with me. I'm not a morning person at all.
Yeah,
Man.
got that. Yeah, right. So guys, if there is one more question, feel free to raise the hands. If not, I think we will end the session earlier today, since the Crypto Phoenix blockchain cannot make it. So just pardon the positron. He will be there on a Sunday for sure on a podcast. So once again, pardon the Crypto Phoenix, they were not able to make it today. And I would love to thank both Thongs Lounge. Dan is not around here, so once again, be sure to check them out in the Thongs. It is amazing launch. And so once again, thanks Winslow for joining us today, the whole NCS Shiba Grow team. And it's been a pleasure since there are not a lot of good players around in the low market cap territory. So I think if you make the things right, you can expect a really, really great grow. So thank you for joining us today. And this is your time to say the goodbye and last words to the community.
Sweet. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate y'all letting us come on here and talk about NC Shiba Grow a little bit. I want to encourage you guys to come check it out, man. It's just like everybody's been saying, it's just a really cool community. A bunch of people just trying to do something cool in the crypto space. Yeah, guys, so definitely come check it out. Appreciate y'all's time here, and y'all have a blessed one.
All right, guys. So once again, by the end of the week, we will have another podcast on a Sunday, and it will be already the episode 10. So we will be celebrating a bit today. It may be a bit of a drunk night, so definitely a lot of fun around in here. And so have a great rest of the day. Thank you for listening to us today, and have a great one. Goodbye, everyone, and we will see you on a Sunday.